Hello and welcome. Well, in our last lesson we learned that before you can even start the StrataCalc dataset, you have to define your strata first. And to define that, what we did, we went to the drill hole menu, and when we imported data, the only thing we needed to define, the bare minimum, is the define drill hole. Now we have imported the data. Now we could define the data, and all you need to do is like to read drill holes and select everything from here. Actually select everything and then just process beds, yes, and here we go. So you have defined your data, and what you can do at this point, you are ready to do some modeling. Many times what I like to do is like create my model. uh, let's do this. Probably shrink wrap entities to a boundary. Now select objects. What about selecting all? So now it's not doing that. So let's do this. Still couldn't find anything. Boundary. Make it 2D polyline. Select objects. Select this. Still didn't find anything. So that's not gonna work. Okay. Let's see if I can do something else. Now let's draw 2D polyline. That's just a polyline. Let's see your elevation there. Let's do like this. Okay. That would be my grid. Actual inclusion boundary. Okay. My grid would be outside, but my inclusion boundary would be in here. Now, once I'm done with that, I can go to the StrataCalc and do define strata grid auto run. Select objects. Fault lines, there is nothing. Select objects. Select pretty much everything, and deselect this. Okay, that's good. It's not selecting this at all. Select the inclusion perimeter. This is my inclusion perimeter. There's no exclusion perimeter. And I'm going to remove this first and add it again. Okay. Now choose straight to process. This one, thickness and weight. Okay, set grid position. I'm just gonna pick it from here to here. Okay, so I have to do lower left to upper right. Set grid. Lower left is pick. Lower left to upper right. Okay, grid cell. I want 2 by 2, so really small grid spacing. Okay, and then I like to do the linear least square. Search radius to 500. Wing power 2.5. They all look kind of good. Hit OK. I also would like to well, let's just process this one first. Okay, just save it, exit, and go to the PreCalc, run, select the inclusion polyline. That would be this. It's no exclusion polyline. There we go. So processing complete. I have a thickness grid now, so I'm going to make contour from my thickness grid. So that would be my thickness grid. Contour, say 0.1 to 0.6.42. That's the range. So contour interval would be 0.5. Thickness, that is thickness, that is thickness. I'm just changing the layer names. 0 is fine, 4.5 is fine. Right, looks awful. Something is still not right. What is not right? Okay, let's not sure what it's doing. We can try to control it. Something is not right. This can't be right. Unless it's reading something terrible for the thickness. We'll try this. Just go to PreCalc, make straight a grid file, grid position say repeated, first grid position say right here, second grid position is right there. Okay, and use plus okay, so use 2. Okay, select objects, selected everything, and I have I don't know, that might be giving us a problem, thickness, feet. back to grids, control from grid file, another one I just created. Man, so now what you can tell that it's working, but my auto run is not working for some reason. Why is that? This one I have 16 feet of thickness. Okay, let's go back one more time and see what it said. Command grid, control from grid file. Now it's saying grid range is 0.11 to 15.92. But we know that 15.92 is not right. So maybe what we can do, in every 1 feet you can contour, start at 0, that's fine, but maybe up to 6 feet, that's all you need. Okay, so anything above the 6 feet, you know, those are the zones where you have some broken strata. Now the important thing here, when I'm doing it individually from the grid, it's doing it properly, but when I did it from my strata grid file, it did something weird, and I'm not sure why. Okay, so that's something we need to figure out, but that may be in the next lesson. So this lesson, the thing to note is sometimes there could be some problem in your strata calc. So even when you define your strata calc using the define strata grid auto run, you can have lots of grids, but they may not mean anything unless you really check it. I did the exact same thing, but it didn't work. If I do the strata grid file, and let's take it from file. This time I have a thickness grid. Everything else is same. Select objects. Uh-oh, this time I can't do it. Let's close it. I need to freeze some of these layers. Freeze this, freeze this, freeze this. I think that's all. Okay. Now let's try it again. Strata grid, next strata grid file. This time I'm going to choose it from file. This is my file. It's the same exact same method. Select objects. I'm going to choose all of it. I'm going to do the thickness, and A2 would be my grid name. I'll do the first order. Secret exit. Let's see what it did this time. Draw contour from the thickness grid to keep everything to th2, th2, do th2. We don't want to mess up with the first one. Okay, so 0. Okay, painting depth to 8. Voila! So it did it properly this time. So what's going on? What was wrong with my straight grid auto run? Okay, let's freeze these isolines once again. So click on it. I'm just freezing this step. Okay, freezing the text to. Okay, so now again I have a clean data. Now we're going to try that auto run thing once again. So select objects. I'm going to everything, all the true holes and polygons. Select all. We have got everything selected. Select the inclusion perimeter polyline. This is my inclusion perimeter, and no exclusion perimeter. Then add processing on derivation value to process thickness. Use straight pinch out data. Is this screwing me up? Maybe don't use that. And don't use that. Set grid position from file. Straight and not set. Oh, straight to the process. I thought I already said that. Yeah. That we can do have both where let's try that. No pinch out isn't here. Okay. So this time I'm gonna create two files, one with and another without the pinch out. Let's make grids. Wow. Invalid row range 3391. Let's try grid. Control from grid files. This time I don't care. Let's just check it out first. It did pretty good. It did pretty good this time. So I don't know what was going on before. So something was wrong, but this time I'm able to create my isolines, and this is actually really good looking geologic isoline that you can see. And I always like linear least squares method for thickness isopath mapping. Okay. Let's undo that and let's check my other grid, take the contour from the other grid. Let's try. Here I did not use any pinch out, so let's see if it did something horrible. No, it's exactly the same. Man, I don't know. So what was going on when we were trying previously and we could not do it? I'm not sure what was going on. You can do a global trend if you want. Let's add another one now. Let's process. Let's choose the bottom elevation. Okay. Um, this time it says everything that it needs to. Save it and make reads. This is where it's getting stuck, and that's probably my problem, isn't it? Shouldn't take that long. Huh. Well, once again, I'm just going to undo all that, go my grids, and contour from grid files, select this because that could be my problem. Yeah, that is my problem. Here we go. So now my problem came back. So what the heck did I do this time that's creating the problem? Let's go back to my PreCalc. So I'm doing something wrong here. What? Select objects. Select institution. Nothing. Okay, so over here is it the global trend that was creating the problem? That's right. I've switched out my global trend. Everything else is same. And in both cases, I'm just not doing any global trend. Pinch out is okay. Says complete. Let's try. No, it still did not fix my problem. So what is it? We don't do an inclusion perimeter, exclusion perimeter here. Don't do the pinch out. Do the global trend. Do a global trend. Save. Maybe from here just delete your old thickness grid. The other thing that I'm noticing is like 60 kb and these are with 5 kb. Is that right? That can't be right. That can't be right. Okay, let's remove both of them. Let's add it from the beginning. On the thickness. Set the grid position from the file. I already have. Let's do that. Oh god, oh god. What was happening, I think, by mistake, I chose triangularism before, and that was causing my problem. Let's see, control complete file. No, it's not it. It's not it. Oh, they choose the right control complete file. Thickness new. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, so what was going on for some reason when I defined my strata calc uh, and define my strata calc, for some reason this linear least square, it was chosen as triangulation method, and just do trthk just to make sure that that's what was going on, and then save it and make grids. Grid incomplete. Exit. Then go to your grids, go to control from grid files, and pick it up. Now it's completely different. Well, tell you what, I don't know what was going on, but there was something wrong, and we figured out what was wrong, and we identified that there is a problem with that program. So when you're doing a modeling, don't let the program uh, decide what to do, how to draw the geology. You are the geologist, and you gotta decide and figure out that the program is doing right and it's giving you outputs that you really need. So this tutorial is like a troubleshooting tutorial, and I hope you learned something from this one. Thank you. Bye bye.